Welcome back. Last we left off, our party had just recently gone to sleep at the Royal Arms Inn. A very fine establishment for their tastes, but the rooms were free, paid for by their mysterious benefactor, Imlerith the Grey, who has just hired them to do the unthinkable. Steal something from a Neverwinter warship. The three conditions necessary being that they must board the ship through legal means, work with the other individuals that he's already hired, and find their way off the ship on their own. They were told to steal this item through whatever means necessary, but discretion would be ideal. After resting within the Royal Arms Inn and having a complimentary breakfast, what would you like to do? It's still dark outside, just before sunup, where you were said to meet one of your associates for the job.
Are we still kind of in our rooms right now getting ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we apply a long rest?
Yes.
Okay.
You can apply a long rest.
Yahoo!
That's important. First thing in the morning.
Yeah. Bro's at 2 hit points?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I was at 7, yeah.
The only hit points I lost were from smacking myself in the face with an anchor.
Yeah. Proud of you.
Do I want to cast Mage Armor now? It's 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to need it later.
We're gonna need it later. I would wait a little bit.
Yeah, so
I'd wait until we're on the ship.
I agree.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't think there's anything I need to grab. I told Jackdaw the plan. We're good for pickup. I think that's it, honestly.
yes.
Did, Imlerith say how big this item is?
He said we'd know it when we see it.
That
He did not.
literally it.
That doesn't help.
No, it doesn't.
No.
He wouldn't even give us a shape.
He said geometrical. That's
Yes.
shape related. Adjacent,
Yes.
perhaps.
That's 2 words in a sentence I did not know you knew.
Vandra says it.
Sure he does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to talk about how we were attacked by the
What?
coin spinners last night?
Well, I think you have to now.
Well, I mean, I guess it's a courtesy for you, but also I feel like I should know, especially since I was stabbed.
Well, to be fair, you were stabbed because you attacked them first. I think if you hadn't done anything, you might have been fine.
No.
I do think so. They just want me dead. They don't know who you are.
I hard disagree with that. I'm pretty sure they would kill anyone who's a witness.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Probably. Yes, they would.
Maybe.
Well, yes. The short story version of it, I owed them a lot of money.
Mhm.
I didn't pay it back.
Mhm.
They killed me, threw me in a river, and are not happy that I am still walking around, it would appear. I thought I had the audacity to think that dying once is good enough. Apparently not. Apparently I have to stay dead for it to count.
It's like life sentences.
Yeah, except you die at the end of it.
But it doesn't
Wait, no, that's how it works.
it doesn't roll back after you die and you're free. You still have the life sentence.
In one way or another, we need to get out of the city.
Uh-huh.
The
Do you
second we're
think
done.
that criminals, if they try to die or whatever, if they get killed in prison, if clerics will specifically bring them back to life so they can keep
No.
No. That
seems like cheating.
That's psychopathic.
But that seems like cheating.
it's currently construction outside.
Truck's back. No, for real. So, you were assassinated last night.
Attempted.
Attempted. Okay. Well, yeah. I can't tell what kind of dead you are anymore. Do you think we need to
Leave town? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm very happy for this job because it gives... Listen, whether I give the money... I don't know if there's interest on debt. But whether I use the money to pay off the coin spinners so they leave me alone, or if I use it to leave Luskin forever. Either way, let's go. Because I could really use
Do you
strange
think
gold.
that they'll go after your dad?
I don't know how good I was at it. I put in work to make sure I was separate from home.
Mm-hmm. Are they the type to go after families?
Yes.
Ooh.
So let's...
Yeah, let's yeah.
Yeah, let's get downstairs and meet this.
I want another one of those muffins. I will take the paper off this time.
I'm sure.
Yep.
I'm sure, yes.
That was not pleasant
Sure
last time. No, not at all.
Yeah. Okay, so if everything's in order, then we should head on downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring one for this guy that we're meeting. I don't know.
Okay.
If we're working together, I feel like that establishes a healthy relationship in
Okay.
advance.
Okay, yeah. I mean, sure. I mean, they're complimentary.
Well, yeah, because I
If
feel
you-
like giving one to him is kind of a compliment and being like, I value you enough to give you this free muffin that I...
I agree.
Let's
I agree,
go.
Jules. Yes. You're very generous.
Yeah. That's what they called me in school. Let's fucking go.
Right.
You're
As you guys
homeschooled.
head downstairs, you see the same familiar young half-elf girl sitting at the counter. She just kind of like eyes you almost like out of concern, as you kind of gave her an idea of what you just agreed to, and she just kind of nods and like kind of gives like a friendly hello, but just keeps doing what she's doing. And you make your way outside. It is still, like I said earlier, dark in the sky just before sunup. And waiting outside, Quinn, you see, stepping outside of the Royal Arms Inn, 3 different figures. You see a large, so almost Goliath-sized, but looks like a Triton man with a big anchor on his shoulder. And you see 2 tieflings, one red, one like
Blurple.
purple,
I like that word.
carrying a very wicked warhammer, and the other one just unarmed. What did they see stepping out of the Royal Arms Inn?
When you guys step out, you see about 5'5" half-elven man with he has shorter brown hair and relatively heavily tattered, but somehow well put together, like patchwork clothing. Some of his tunic is torn but patched together with various stitching, and around that various different leather armors and kind of like this very light hold to him. Well, you all look like adventurers.
Yeah.
One could say, are you here for a job?
I think that's who I'm supposed to be meeting, right?
Yes.
Is that you all?
Yes. We're supposed to meet with 3
yeah.
people.
1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm
That's
so glad
awesome.
you can count.
Yeah.
I can.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strong suit.
I can as well to an extent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make an insight check.
Hey, yo.
That's gonna be a 17.
Not very well.
60% of Oh, okay. Well, if you're the guy we're working with, and here, and
Let me tell you, I am.
here's
the
a
guy.
muffin. I've been told.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's even got screwsel on it. Was that mold?
It's definitely not mold. This place is too rich for mold.
It's a very good muffin.
Oh, that's actually really good.
You take the paper off. Just a friendly reminder.
I normally go for the top first, and then I think. Never mind.
Our dad, he just takes the top and throws away the bottom.
Why would you do that?
It's like he says it's the only good part. I just introduced my dad before me. I'm Arya. Nice to meet you.
Arya Quinn.
Quentin. Yes. And this is my sister.
Hollow.
Hollow. Aryan Hollow. I spelled that wrong.
Jules.
Jules.
There's an H in there, but you have to figure out where.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess. It's in the last name.
Nope.
I did not give you my last name, no.
Well, then where's the H?
Somewhere in the name Jules.
In the
Somewhere
name
there. I
Jules.
do not believe you.
There is an H in there.
To each their own.
Can you spell it?
That seems kind of personal.
Yeah, you
Oopsies.
got-
What? Well, anyway.
Also, should we even be using our names right now?
Oh yeah, we're supposed. No. We have fake names, right?
Yes, we just.
We did give fake names when we talked to the bird.
Yes. This is a
but
really bad time to
the
mention that I
Admiral-
left my notes at home for this session.
But
I think
if we're working
ruined?
together, yes.
Ruined?
If we're working
Not mud.
together, then
Not
I
mud?
assume we can not do that.
It would probably be for the better that we
Use fake names for reporting.
Tell each other who we are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll be going by Ruin when we're on the boat.
John Vos. No H.
There's not an H in there. You got to figure out.
There's
where.
an H in normal John.
How would you know?
There's a lot of Johns in Luskin.
The last time I checked, there's at least 3.
It's common.
three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the founder, John Luskin.
Then there's the town carpenter, John Carpenter.
Yeah.
John Arcane Brotherhood.
John Arcane Brotherhood.
That's our benefactor.
John the Grey.
Who's the person who found the church? John Umberly.
Oh, I thought you were saying John Church.
John Church.
That sounds
John Religion.
John God.
What was your fake name again? I forgot.
Hester.
Hester?
Hester.
Alright. Hester, Ruin, John Vos. Do you have a fake name that you want us to use?
No. Why would you? I don't understand the point of a fake name.
Well, because we're criming.
Why would people even learn your name in the first place?
Great question.
Well, if we're
We're signing up for the
we're
guard,
being
right?
hired.
Yeah.
That's how we're getting.
That's one of the
in.
important things to put on your
Yeah.
application.
So I feel like
You
if
don't have to apply. Why would you apply?
well, it's Neverwinter Guard.
Just walk in.
I don't think that's how that works. Do you do that?
Last like 4 times I've tried.
You've tried.
Well, yeah, and succeeded and just whatever.
Oh,
I
and
wanted to.
succeeded.
Yes.
Okay, that's the important part. I was
It's
gonna
just
say.
Infiltration is its own little thing.
It's just
right?
the sort of thing where it feels better to have a fake name and not need it than
Paperwork goes
the other
missing.
way around.
You know.
Mhm.
Things go
We'll figure it
wrong.
out. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
Likewise. You two are. You said
Tieflings.
brother. Did you say brothers?
sisters.
Sisters.
Sisters. I'm sorry. My
Sisters,
brain's
yeah.
going crazy. Anyway.
Anyway.
Good not to assume.
Just making sure.
So, you guys have all made acquaintances. What would you like to do? It's still getting about to the point where it's roughly sunrise. You can
said-
see the light peeking over the horizon.
They said we were boarding around noon.
So
We're
they're-
leaving
They
at
said
noon.
they're aiming to leave around noon.
Ooh.
Likely later.
I think we should get there and like scope out the place.
First, we should get hired.
We're hired, and we told
Well,
we
we're
told them that
not
there was a fourth.
Really high. We told them. We introduced ourselves
And
and
they
had a
said,
very
"Come
friendly
back
conversation.
tomorrow."
They said, "Come back tomorrow."
Oh.
So we're not hired.
But
we
we
have
should
a
be
good-
being hired as mercenaries, right?
Yes.
My
yes.
notes are
We're just hired.
incorrect then.
We don't need to go in and give them, full details about everything.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, we ran to the
The
captain.
bird merle.
Yeah.
The bird merle.
The bird merle.
It's a portmanteau of bird and admiral.
Yeah. We went to the same college.
What is? I'm confused. What's a birdman tail?
Portmanteau?
Yeah.
2 words.
You know,
It's 2 words.
Smashed together.
Yeah.
but I thought that was one word. I thought
Portmanteau is 1 word.
Oh.
But
Okay.
birdmanteau.
Bird-
It's not.
That's not. I did not say birdmanteau.
So then, what's a memento?
Not in this campaign.
No, you said. I'm so confused. You said. I thought you said memento a second ago. I'm losing.
No, I said bird
I met you all
merle.
like 4 seconds
I
ago.
said bird merle.
Oh, bird merle, which is a
Bird
Bird merle.
portmanteau.
That's what you said. You
Yeah.
said
A
birdmanteau.
bird and admiral.
No.
This is. Oh yikes!
Yeah.
All right. This is gonna be an experience.
We're a fun crew. Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Edge and Apton.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Jules. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go.
All right, where do you guys go?
Oh, that's we have to choose.
To the boat. Right. To the
Just
ship.
going directly to the
Are we?
boat.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. I will tell you now. Now is your chance to equip up if
Oh, yeah.
necessary.
Oh, true.
Any supplies that we're gonna need before? I think we're mostly set, right?
I have a decent toolkit. Is there anything else, anything in particular you all think that you might need?
As a magic item, I've been wanting to get for Arya, but it's far more expensive than any of us can afford right now. So
I can't breathe underwater.
What about
I can't either.
Oh, okay.
You know swim, right?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
I can manage.
she can survive.
I can survive.
Not gonna win the
can't
Olympics.
swim like
Yeah.
I can, but
Yeah.
Not gonna win in a race against
Yeah.
Jules, but he's freaky.
Yeah.
So
I guess it's kind of I guess it's normal not to breathe water, is it?
what?
Jules.
A little freaky.
Yikes.
this is the first time I'm hearing of this. But yeah, they can swim. It's not
I can manage, but I'm not like
an average swimmer for a non, you know.
Well, anyway, so
Land,
just going over,
for
just
a
going
land
over
dweller.
concepts.
Mm-hmm.
And while I'm chatting, I'm gonna be like kind of like panning around, seeing if there's anybody keeping track. If everybody's like looking.
Yeah. Make it just a general perception check.
13.
13. Is that lower than your passive?
Yes.
Okay, I'll say your passive can apply then.
Okay. 15.
Because you're mostly just kind of paying attention. From what you see, that most people are kind of like minding their own business. A lot of people have stuff to do in Luskin. Whether it's bad things or good things, people are busy. So you would probably, as long as you kind of keep to yourself, you'd probably be pretty safe from anyone stooping in on the conversation.
Well, objectively, we're trying to get in, find the thing, get it out. It's a little difficult to do that if they're here, because then they just stay and ransack the place. So we're planning to get in, wait for it to leave port.
But move before any of the ships, definitely following them will.
Yeah.
And then once they're at port, once they're out of port, then we find it and steal it.
Yes.
And then run like
And
hell.
then what are we gonna do when we're in the middle of the water?
Hopefully
we've
get a
got
lifeboat, and we have a pickup with another crew if
We've
the
got
lifeboat
crew.
doesn't work out. We have a sending stone.
Oh. And how long will that take you?
I told Captain Jackdaw that we would be what, maximum 12 miles out, right? That was the thing. That was.
He also said he was gonna.
Follow.
Yeah, he said
He
he
did
was.
say he was going to follow along with all of the other ships who are going to be following along with the ship,
That's
ready
true.
to ransack
Rob
it
it.
when they reach
He's
open
just
waters.
pretending to steal when we're the ones going to steal.
But in reality, he's there for the rescue. So we have a good way out.
Well, that's good.
He's
Plan ahead.
pretending to be a bad person, but will be being a good person.
We're also being bad people.
I was thinking that we were just gonna restash it.
I'm not familiar with the terminology.
Find it, take it, move somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somewhere that you only know. Then, once it's safer to get out and run like hell, pick back up, scoot.
Not a bad idea. Another
I
good
feel
option.
like if this is as important of an object that Imlerith described, then I feel like it'll be pretty noticeable right away when it's gone.
Well, yeah. They're gonna be looking like hell to find it. That's why you restash it.
I'm gonna take your word for it.
You can't take my words. You can't.
Oh, you're gonna confuse him.
You can't hold them.
What?
What?
All right, so this goes on for another 5 minutes.
Do we want any stuff, like any gear, any basic adventuring gear?
We can afford it.
Yeah,
We're doing pretty good.
and so I was looking at
More ropes might be nice.
I was looking at things like rope. I was looking at things that can be used to like block doors if we're trying to keep people out of a room for a little bit to give us enough time to do
Battering
something.
ram. Portable
That's
battering
just
ram.
Jules. He's the battering ram. We don't need to buy one.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
You look like you got a thick head.
Yeah, he hit himself at the end of the anchor yesterday.
I
It was
did.
perfectly fine. So.
Oh, okay.
We were trying to see if, like,
Maybe that explains it.
I've got
Maybe
some
like that
minor
before.
amnesia.
He was like that before, and then he inhaled shadow. From
No, I've been
Minor?
I've been stupid for a while.
minor amnesia.
Yeah.
He lost.
We were boating around some, what's it called? Eldritch Mist?
Yeah.
Specifically from the Shadowfell. And it caused him to lose. He doesn't know what his parents look like. Or his brother.
Well, he
And we had to introduce him to his brother.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a little bit. It's not
So
like
you guys have known each other for a while.
What,
You're not just meeting each other now.
like a week.
Well, I've
No,
known-
week
That
and a
happened
half.
in a
Week and a-
week?
a week
We
and a
also
half.
fought
or
a huge fucking fish. Huge stupid.
that was a
fucking
really
fish.
good bonding moment. Yes, we. Do you know about Shavona?
And a
You met
siren.
last week.
And a siren who starts
Like a
with
week
an
or
R.
two.
I always forget the name.
Rusalka.
That one.
Like a week or two.
I mean, to be fair, I've known Arya for 23 years.
Isn't that because you're family?
Yes, that's why it's funny.
And
Different.
to
Yeah.
be fair, she wasn't there for a lot of it.
Okay.
And in the nicest way possible.
Wow.
You helped fund us.
Deadbeat
Okay.
sister.
you-
wow.
In the
you
nicest way.
13
you,
years.
You sound rather bittersweet on that part.
In the nicest way possible because you were funding,
I think
us
that's what they
surviving in a
call
lot of
passive
ways.
aggressive.
I wouldn't say passive aggressive, but it sounds more, aggressive.
Ah, yeah. Okay. I do like that part.
You seem like the type that would.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's, I don't know, I feel like should we, I don't know if it, like a box or a sack, a satchel to hide this, I don't know how big it is.
We have a bag of holding.
I forgot.
I think we're set.
You guys are rich as hell.
We found it in a hole underwater.
We found it in a hole underwater. In addition to the sending stones that we mentioned before.
Any magic items that we found, we got through archaeology.
Can you spot me 1 gold?
Yeah, sure.
I want to buy an axe beak.
What?
A what? Like axe? What does that do?
It's a bird.
It's a giant bird.
I bring back my 1 gold.
I'm just looking down the list. This is awesome.
It is a giant bipedal bird that is used for traversing long...
We're in 10 towns.
long treks of terrain, typically in the snow or tundra.
I'm just gonna buy another thing of rope.
Bomb.
Another thing of rope?
Oh, that's so expensive.
Bombs are expensive.
Do you have anything maybe to keep you afloat
Oh, I swim.
in the water?
I don't need that.
No, I'm talking about the lot of you.
I also don't need that.
To stay afloat?
Yeah.
No.
I know land
Is
dwellers
that
sometimes
important?
use those arm
Maybe.
floaties.
Yes.
I'm sure.
I guess those exist now.
You don't know about arm floaties.
Yes.
No, they.
I'm
they,
sure
they
they'll
like-
have something
they-
on the boat that we can just like steal.
Knife vests.
Life vest.
Knife vests.
Some sort.
Those rings that they throw off the side
Yeah,
of boats. Yeah.
exactly.
Do those
Or a rope.
exist?
I don't
Well,
know.
if floaties exist,
You
arm
could have an empty barrel with a rope tied to you.
That's what they did in The Hobbit.
As
You
in
can get
Jaws.
you can get an empty barrel and tie a rope to it.
I'll manage.
Yeah.
I will be the horse to your carriage.
I can survive, and if Jules and you are there, then I'll be fine.
Yeah. What about?
I think we have an airtight plan.
I think we're going 12 miles out of water.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that is true. Yeah.
I'll leave it at that.
Well.
I think that plans always go to shit. So planning out these specifics is useless.
I mean-
and we'll figure it out.
I mean, I'd like to try
I'm
to
inclined to agree. Yeah.
try to establish. I don't want to kill anyone, really. I feel like these people don't really deserve it.
Wasn't the plan, but I haven't been caught yet, so.
I mean, what?
You looked like that cat. You
We're
know,
just
like
gonna brush that off. Okay, let's go. Let's head out.
All right.
Street cat.
Alright,
Yeah.
just to clarify, nothing else?
I think we're good.
I don't
I'm
think.
broke.
So
That's
much.
true.
Welcome to Luskin.
I haven't had
Do
money
we
for
do we
years.
do we have grappling hooks?
Do you? Hey, listen. I've never bought one because I have a strength of -1, and I'm not going to be able to use one. But if you want to get a grappling hook, you're more than welcome to.
I'm gonna buy a grappling hook if I can.
Alright, go ahead. Buy a
Subtract
grappling
2 gold. Unless there's a grappling hook discount.
I think we need a portable ram.
Yeah, for
That's
you,
Jules.
3
This
gold
comes
pieces.
up every session. We don't need to buy one. We just have a
It's
7
3
foot tall
gold pieces.
barbarian.
The discount
Say it
is
twice.
plus 1 gold.
Oh man. You guys are never gonna know when you'll need a grappling hook. You'll never fucking know.
Okay.
Genuinely don't.
Exactly, you'll never know.
Okay.
Never know when you need one.
It was raining outside, fitting.
Uh-huh.
It is raining.
Alright.
He's just hoping the same thing doesn't happen that happened a couple days ago.
Oh yeah, your power shooting up.
Yeah.
I did get a text from the university saying that there's hazardous weather approaching. Seek shelter. So I'm curious to see how this goes.
Yeah. This
But I'm
is
sure we'll be
shelter.
fine.
Yeah.
This is shelter.
Trust the process.
And the good news is it
Exactly.
means the construction noises have stopped.
True.
In
So,
fact,
you guys make your way to the ship.
Yes.
I guess.
Yeah.
As you cross the bridge to the northern bank, this is an unfamiliar location for most of you. The northern bank is full of warehouses and people, merchants, people visiting Luskin to do trade. There's not much for you here. And as you head to the open shore, which is the sort of open docks of Luskin, where non-Lusker ship's dock, you see the Dagger's Justice. You see the very fine teak wood hull stained a dark gray color. You see a silver wave-like pattern encrusted into the wood that lines the top of the main deck and forms into the lettering at the back into the name of the ship. The sails are tattered, but not in a bad way. More in a this ship is used very often and has a lot of history way. They're well capped and stained a deep blue color, except for the large main mast sail that also has 3 vertically stacked snowflakes, each with an alternating offset from the center, the symbol of Neverwinter. You see at the base of the ship, with the gangplank that heads down to the dock, you see barrels and equipment and dozens of Neverwinter Guard just bringing things onto the ship. This looks mostly to be nothing trade related. This seems to be supplies that they're going to need for the journey. Food, water. Not a ton because it's a relatively short journey from Luskan to Neverwinter, but nonetheless they still need food. And you see Admiral Demovan Silverwing, the Owlin man with the sort of black tricorn hat and the fancy blue feather. It looks like he's holding the same checklist that he was when you saw him last night at the at One-Eyed Jack's, and he's going through the looking like he's going through the checklist, and you see the Air Genasi captain woman who is also standing there, sort of directing the guard, not in a bossy way, but just kind of this goes here, this goes there, sort of thing. Mm-hmm. And he begins to eye you guys approaching up.
I'm gonna give him a little friendly wave.
Yeah.
Ah, good to see you. Come. And he ushers you onto the docks. So, I believe this is your associate you were referring to yesterday?
Yes. Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you. And you are?
My name's Quinnen.
Okay. Nice to meet you. I'm Admiral Demovan Silverwing. This is Captain Electra Belstrad.
Electra Belstrad.
Yes.
That is a name.
And welcome. I understand you all were looking to be hired as mercenaries, no?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to preface, I'm not going to put it lightly. We are a target, typically in Luskan. There may be some battle involved. There may be some... I want to make sure you are up to the task. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We will probably be followed out of port. I can't promise that nothing will go wrong.
I mean, I'm no stranger to battle.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
I understand it's a big ask to pledge yourself to a different city and its ideals, but if you do well, there may be some jobs looking for you in the future in Neverwinter if you so desire. I will just have to speak to Lord Neverember as we have to get mercenaries armed and acquainted with the Neverwinter Guard. But we shall see. And you see the Air Genasi woman sort of usher him over and begin having a little bit of a conversation. Make a perception check if you so desire.
Yes, I so desire. I so desire. 21.
21.
13.
I'm actually... Can I do a perception check on the various things that are being brought on?
Sure. Absolutely.
20.
20. Okay.
Oh my god!
Natural 20 on the
20.
conversation.
Okay. So unfortunately, you don't get anything. Hollow. You two will do get information about what they're doing, but we'll start with you. Is it Quinn? Quinnen?
Quinn.
So as you are sort of ignore whatever is going on there and start to focus on the guard around you, you see a lot of the supplies that are being shipped. It looks like a lot of believe it or not, salt. There's a lot of salt. A lot of barrels of water, salted beef, very, very common, this is going to keep well on a ship for a period of time. This might even be used, this is more, there are more supplies here than a ship than a trip just to Neverwinter from Luskan. it is possible that they're probably heading somewhere else after this, or making a pit stop along the way. And you begin to see some additional like square cubic crates that are unlabeled, that don't look like food barrels. They have the symbol of Mirabar on them, which you know is a very, very common trade route to Luskan. Mirabar imports a lot of dwarven weaponry. It's a very large dwarven population. Stone, believe it or not, a lot of cities along the Sword Coast actually pay a lot of money for stone from Mirabar, just because of its properties and very fine nature. Think of it like marble type of thing. But that's all you see right now. It looks like a lot of the precious cargo, or what they would have loaded into the ship, that is worth value. Which, not to say that the stone isn't worth value, but a lot of like the important stuff looks to be already loaded.
Good to know.
Yeah. Which also, I will say, leads you to believe, because you see people heading down the main staircase, they're probably putting a lot of this stuff in the hold, which is the very bottom of the ship, which leads you to believe that the precious cargo might not be there. So, as you listen to the conversation, it's hard to get because of the docks and it's so loud, it's hard to get exact words. But you definitely can sense the emotion that's going on. You see Captain Electra is looking over to you all and almost seems to be expressing her discomfort with Admiral Silverwing. You get some bits of information. It sounds like she's claiming that they don't need mercenaries to guard the ship, that the Neverwinter Guard is perfectly capable, and they seem untrustworthy.
I am staring off into the distance, just really not noticing anything at all.
Yep. You sort of listen up more to the conversation and hear Captain Demavin claiming that there's nothing wrong with having a few extra hands on the ship for protection and both the safety of the cargo and the guard, because to be fair, mercenary lives,
Soldier lives, yeah.
Yeah.
You're expendable.
Yeah. I mean, you're pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Which he assumes you to be, and you probably dealt with these situations before.
Mhm.
Battle aboard a ship.
Mhm.
Some of the Neverwinter Guard might not necessarily have dealt with that type of conflict before.
Mhm.
So you're a useful tool. And you see she sort of like looks in defeat and continues back to what they're doing. And you hear her say, "As you command, Admiral," and just glare. And she keeps going on with her day. So, how are we feeling?
Feeling pretty well.
Good.
Confident, yeah.
Confident. I like that.
Is there anything we can do to help move some of the supplies onto the ship?
No. We have it here. We have plenty of hands. What I'm going to have actually is Captain Electra is going to show you to your sleeping quarters, correct? And he looks at her. Yes, Admiral.
Smells like green.
And she looks at you all and just says, "Follow me." And she turns around and begins to board the ship.
Are you one of those weird people that can smell the rain before it starts raining?
You're saying you can't?
No, I can't.
Yikes.
Well, damn.
Okay.
Very cloudy outside.
As you begin to board onto the ship,
drizzling right now.
as you begin to board onto the ship, you start to get a better idea of the scale of this thing. You can see ports and gun ports and windows. It looks to be 3 layers below the... you see 2 layers and probably what looks to be a 3rd layer below that doesn't have any windows because part of it's underwater.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, as you get onto the main deck, you see there are 2 tiers to this deck. You see the main deck, toward the front of the ship is a smaller room, and toward the back of the ship you see a larger, I guess, how do I describe it? I don't really know how to describe this. There's a bigger room on the top deck that leads up to it almost looks like a staircase, how it goes up to one deck, and then another room, and then up to the very top. and you see the wheel up there. So there's 2 more tiers to this. You see there's probably what you assume to be some sort of navigation room at the very top. You see in the room, in the below that is probably the captain's quarters, the admiral's quarters. In the front of the ship is known as the forecastle, which is where all of the crew stay. She begins to lead you down, actually, into what is known as the gun deck, and lead you to the back of the ship. All right, this is the guest quarters. You'll be staying here. It's 2 to a room, so whatever. And she just leaves to let you figure it out on your own.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess we share a room. You guys share a room.
They're sisters.
Sure.
Yeah.
That sounds solved. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Good job.
That's very,
The first
very
puzzle's been
complicated.
defeated.
As you open up the room, it's a singular, like, very small room with 2 bunks.
I call
And-
top.
What's that?
I call top.
Okay.
I don't think you want the bottom if he's up there.
No, I don't. I'm worried with this.
He's gonna fall through and break every bone in your
I'm
body.
not that. I'm like a quarter of his size, man.
You see there's
He
like
sits on me. I'm dead.
you see there's like a small like overhead storage section with like a rope netting that's prevent stuff from falling onto you while you sleep.
Yeah.
And she just heads away, leaving you to the sleeping quarters.
This is nice. This is good. I like this.
Alright, well. And I'll close one of the doors just to make sure, nobody's listening. What is the plan? What should we do? I didn't expect us to get this far.
We should probably scout out like a little bit and like map out like a layout or something of the ship, and
Get acquainted, but don't go anywhere you're not supposed to.
yeah, definitely.
How about this first? And I turn to you all. Keep talking, and I walk outside of the room, close the door.
You walk outside of the room and close the door and begin walking, and you bump into someone. And standing there next to the wall is that same Air Genasi figure who returned.
Oh, hello, you. How are you?
Why are we closing the doors?
So I was trying to see whether or not you can hear me snore, but I'm just trying to get them to all start yapping.
Let me get this straight. I don't trust you. I have a bad feeling about you. And it's rooted in absolutely nothing.
That's
Which
fair.
means that I'm either being paranoid over nothing, or my gut feeling is correct, and I'm really mistaken.
You don't know us. It's a reasonable explanation.
Prove me wrong.
I plan on it.
She walks away.
Bye. Toodles.
She just doesn't acknowledge that.
Asshole. Can I hear them talking from on the inside?
You hear there's a lot of clamor in the ship. I mean, maybe if you tried, like, putting your ear up to the door, you could hear a very faint muffling, but that's about it.
So as I was saying, yeah, I think just it'd be nice to know where things are. Like cafeteria, or not mess.
I don't think
mess
they call
hall
it on
is
a
more of a
ship.
term. Well, not even
Bathroom.
hall, mess room.
Yeah.
Is there a bathroom, or do people just?
I was just thinking it goes right off. Right
I
off
think it
the
just goes
side.
right off the side.
I couldn't tell you. Anyway, Belstrin?
Belstrad?
Her name's Belstrin?
Electra
Oh, I
Belstrad?
totally said her wrong name to her face too. That's why she might not. Anyway, she does not trust us.
Absolutely
Oh,
not.
Yeah.
She tried to convince the admiral to remove us from the ship. She doesn't.
Yeah, she was not.
Are there any other mercenaries?
Probably.
I don't know. I would assume so.
That's a good thing to ask around about.
We should go find them.
We should.
Or check to see.
Yes, yeah.
Solidarity.
And
The union.
what was our vote on bringing up her brother?
Don't.
Don't? Okay.
We could ask-
brother.
Yeah.
He's on our... Should we... Yeah, why not?
Is he bad?
You already started saying it.
Yeah, he's
What?
on our crew.
Oh,
What'd you say?
Oh, nothing.
Did you ask if he was bad?
I mean, he's not my type, but you can always meet him and judge for yourself.
We'll figure it out as we go.
You'll see him if they pick us up.
He's part of our get. He's a getaway driver.
Oh, good. Good. Prince Charming, come rescue me. Whatever you do, don't carry me away on a horse.
He could carry you with a gust of wind. He's a storm sorcerer.
Really?
As you've seen, as you were brought to the sleeping quarters, one of the doors was closed. 3 of them were open. One of them was closed.
So we're not the only ones that closed doors. She's just being weird. She's just weird.
It's possible.
I'm just trying to take a mid-afternoon nap, but she's getting all mean.
God forbid we like settled down.
It's the morning.
It's the morning still?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Sorry,
It's hard with the clouds.
the clouds really messing me up.
Yeah.
That night didn't exactly sleep.
Do you want to go like say hi to the neighbors or something?
This is
bring them a potted plant, maybe?
some lasagna
I just
Do you have any more muffins?
or a fruitcake,
I
Sims
saw
4
the bottom of the
style.
muffin.
You ate some of
I'm gonna
it.
keep kicking
Well,
you.
yeah, I have the bottom half left. There's still the wrapper.
You're gonna give them half of a muffin.
Yeah.
the half that people.
Well,
don't
you
like.
can. It's a
Oh
complimentary
no,
muffin.
thanks, no thanks.
It didn't
I
compliment
think
me
they just
anyway.
go say like, "Hey, how's it going?"
I don't really want to go knocking on any doors, being like, "Hey guys, what's up?" Because
Here's a muffin.
Here's a muffin. If the door is closed, it means they don't want to be bothered.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
We could all take a separate deck, kind of split up, see what the vibe is.
How long are we planning on doing this?
Not.
I'm pretty sure
Until it's time to act.
And
think,
what's the travel time? Any idea?
we're planning on
The
doing this
guesstimate
tonight.
was that if we left like
Where does it-
around noon or early afternoon, 12 miles, we'd do everything like in the middle of the night, right?
Just about midnight.
Just about midnight.
You know what we should do? We should try and contact one of those ships to start a fight. That way they're focused on the fight, not us.
Do you have a means to do that?
Absolutely not.
Cool, neither do we.
We could investigate the gun row. What was it called?
Gun deck?
Yeah, the gun deck.
The gun deck. And like
Where's the poop deck?
The poop deck is the very top of the ship.
very top.
Because the bird poop.
Nope.
But the birds poop on that one.
Because you poop off of it.
It comes. I looked it up too. It comes from some sort of French word.
Oh, it's always the thread.
It's over, bro.
I'm all good.
I hate
They have there's a lot of ship like parts of the ship that were just shortened over time for, I guess, simplicity. I don't know the real reason, but forecastle was forecastle, and bosun was boatswain. Yeah, it's ships. I don't know.
So what is coxswain?
That is another one. That is real.
Coxswain.
I mean, we could theoretically, if we want to start combat, we just like go down to the gun deck and shoot at a ship.
But you also have to not get noticed. which is
It
the-
also
Yes,
takes
yes,
a
that's the
very
hard part.
long time to load a cannon.
I don't know how to
repair
load a cannon. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
Been on
like,
ships all my
Are
life.
there cannons on the
On the other
horizon?
hand,
Cannons on the red horizon? A couple.
Would I know how to work a cannon?
You probably know how to work a cannon. So,
Especially a big buff guy like you.
speaking of which, if you'd like to know about the defenses of this ship,
Yeah.
you absolutely would have seen them.
okay.
There are, at the very above the forecastle, which is the room at the front of the ship, and on top of the poop deck, there are two ballistas.
Nice.
Or ballistae?
I don't know.
Ballista? Whatever.
I think ballista.
Two big crossbows.
ballisti.
Sure.
Blisters.
And on the main deck, there are two mangonels,
I love
which
that movie.
are like,
I love that fruit.
nope. They are like small catapults. And on
Put
the
me
gun
in
deck,
that.
which is the deck that you currently on, there was a room to the front and a room, like a hallway to the back. So there was like a hallway with the four rooms on each side, and there was another door heading at the very back of the ship. There's like a room behind where you're staying. On this deck, there are about let's see, 30 cannons, 15 on each side, each with their own individual gun port.
I think I'd win.
We load all of the cannons and then start lighting them and just run as we light them so they all go off.
It's a little more difficult
Do you
than
want
that.
to, I don't know, kill everyone on the ship, or are you trying to...
I think that gets
No,
us
this is
killed
just
first.
a hypothetical.
This is just Jules seeing if he can set off all the cannons at once. It has nothing to do with the plan.
We might be able to. We need a long enough fuse, though.
Mm.
I will also say, Arya, you would probably be the only one who would think of this. But firing a cannon towards a ship within Luskan waters before you reach open shore could be a declaration of war between city-states.
Oh. Yeah.
Not my problem.
Well, that's why we do it when we leave, when we're heisting.
Are we gonna start a war?
No, we're not going to start a war.
Keep in mind, discretion was preferred.
Yes.
So anyway,
Fuck discretion.
Oh,
I vote.
but whatever means necessary means whatever means no.
Exactly. So honestly, he contradicted himself already.
well, no, there's
I
a
think-
preference, and then there's what's gonna happen now that I have known Jules for an hour and a half.
You get the idea that more means like kill anyone who tries to get in your way.
Exactly.
Well, to that extent, let's.
Have you worked with this guy before?
Who?
Imlerith?
No, I'm actually very excited to be working with someone new.
Oh. He's
Yeah.
better than you?
Yes.
I didn't think that was possible. This guy kind of sucks.
He pays
Sucks.
He's scary and shit. Like some kind of necromancer type.
I just seem like a normal, like
What is your definition of normal?
Did he also threaten to murder you and raise you again to be conscious enough so you feel pain while he experiments on you?
No, I said yes and when.
I guess we did take some time to deliberate.
No, he came up and he was like, "Hey, so there's this thing, and I need some people. You have a reputation. Blah, 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 blah. Can you do it?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Did he send you one of those weird letters too?
He told
The
us
ones with the ink?
Yeah, he would have
Yeah.
sent you a letter.
Yeah. He told us if you fail.
It just appeared right in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty.
He's just like,
it was
"Meet
pretty
me
cool."
here.
It was like, nice, and I just went. I mean, it's pretty
You never
straightforward.
get mail.
Yeah. Normally it's a bill or it's a, I found you again. It's really annoying.
Or when election year comes around.
Wait. So
Well, I'm a Bulgarian prince, and I'm
so-
trying to.
So they send you a letter letting you know that they found you, giving you enough time to flee and escape again.
Absolutely, they're not smart.
They've done this many times.
Hey, back up. Who is they?
It's a good bit.
Okay.
It's a good bit.
It's a good bit.
Okay.
So you got a laugh out of it. I bet it's not that hard to make the Sharky Boy laugh though.
No.
No. Penis.
Nice.
Hey. Point taken. Oh come on, really? No, you're
I'm
lying.
laughing at Holly laughing.
Okay. So I think this is a good chance to split up, and we just return here at some point. And wait, yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, like an hour or two maybe.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, how about this? Are we going individually?
We
I don't
could.
see why not.
I think two of you should stay as a group.
Okay.
Okay.
So buddy.
Buddy system.
Well, I mean, I can go alone, and then big man can get into his own trouble, and you two can group up, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And then how about this? And I'm gonna use Psionic Whispers, and I'm gonna choose two people. You two seem responsible. I'm hoping that's a bad choice.
You chose the least responsible people in the party.
And then for the next
Bro got
5
murdered
hours.
because of gambling debts.
Okay, 5 hours.
5 hours, these two can communicate telepathically to me.
All right.
I can do the same.
So that's good.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Let's do it.
Alright.
What did you do? You
So,
just
what
pointed
we'll
at
do
us.
is-
This like thin, like wire-like line, like irks its way
Why
towards
is
your
it
head.
there? What is that?
You're slowly
I tried to
backing
dodge
up.
it. I tried to dodge it.
Jabs into your forehead. Hello.
What?
Thought it'd be funny.
It is.
He's in my head. He's.
All right. So
Wow.
Telepathically, Jules, it's me, your conscience.
Oh no.
what we're gonna do is
No, you can only
let's
talk to
just
me.
let's just roll
Oh, really?
some.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's
Yeah,
roll
one
some
way.
initiative.
Roll some initiative.
Yeah, just to see who
I
gets
tried
it,
to
so
do
that
it
you can
anyway.
decide where you're going, what you're doing.
And that's when I say that because you're talking to me.
Okay.
Actually, if it's initiative, it's 5.
7.
7.
23.
Oh.
23. All right.
Natural 20.
So-
We are adding dex?
Yep.
14.
Okay.
Wrong
Well, who got higher between you two?
They're going together.
I know. So who got higher
You.
between Ari and Hollow?
I got 7.
Okay. So it will be Quinn,
Higher.
sisters, and then Jules. So Let me get
That's
an
for
idea of
last.
what specifically you're trying to do. Are you trying to just gather intel about the ship? Or are you trying to just learn where things
I
are?
thought we were just getting familiar with the ship. And stuff.
Yeah, I think this is a good opportunity to get familiar with the ship, learn where things are, and
Okay.
like maybe talk to a person here and there.
Okay.
I'm trying to look for somebody who doesn't necessarily have Neverwinter god garb.
Okay. Okay, so we'll start with you, Quinn. So, as you're making your way out of the ship, it actually doesn't take very long. You see the passenger door, the crew quarter door that was previously closed is now open, and you see two individuals just like looking at cannons. You see two sort of affluent-looking individuals. You see a human man with this big, bushy, very well-groomed mustache, graying brown hair, and he's standing with what looks to be a half-elf woman with these bright blue eyes and blonde short hair, short straight hair, and they're just eyeing cannons. They're wearing very fine clothing, and they're just hanging around.
Hey, you two, how are you?
Oh, how are you? Are you a guest on this ship?
Yes, I am.
Ah,
I'm guessing
very
you are
good.
as well.
Yes,
Quite affluently designed there.
I am Jefferson Wilward. This is my wife Annabeth.
Oh,
How are
hello,
you?
you two. I'm very good, very good. Quentin,
Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too. It's a weird marvel, those weaponry. You know?
Yes, they're very fascinating.
Yeah, I don't know why anybody would need it, because you just go faster than them, right?
What's that?
You just go faster than these things. You just keep going. I don't
Can
know
you
why
do
anybody
that?
would... Well, people can, yeah.
I've never heard of that before.
Well, no, it's just no need for it if they can't catch you. That's what I mean.
That is a very
Ship.
fair point. What is your business on the ship? I understand you are staying in the guest quarters.
I am. Well, I'm just here along with a small motley crew to keep track of things. That's all.
I see. We personally are. We're taking a trip.
I was actually about to ask if you were taking a trip, because you look like you're about to go on vacation. No
yes.
flip-flops needed, though, right?
We actually we came from Neverwinter. We're just heading back. We came to a trip to Luskin. It's not a very nice place.
I was going to ask, why would you want to visit Luskin?
Oh well, we're silver merchants.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So we came with the Neverwinter ship, paid handsomely, just to make sure we are safe.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
We have children to get back to, so. But we did well, and now we are headed back.
Good. That's interesting.
I feel safe knowing that there are more people to keep eyes on whatever may be lurking outside the ship. Ooh,
Oh, no, I've seen
those
them.
pirates and raiders, and
Terrifying.
I agree.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, we're surely sure. This is a huge galleon.
It is a very large ship.
I think it's
Indeed.
unnecessary. You know, I mean, it looks like they're just trading. They're just bringing, general goods. You know, I saw them moving fruits, vegetables, salt, meats. Nothing
Well, you're
crazy.
probably just all of the food supplies.
Oh, you know what else they're trading?
Uh,
I mean, you're here for silver, obviously. You can tell
yeah.
that.
Well, we imported the silver.
Oh, you imported it.
Yeah, I can assume that they did bring some stuff along with them. They brought some let's see. We brought the silver and some timber, actually high quality timber from the Neverwinter wood. And I'm assuming they traded that off for whatever they may need. I'm not sure what Neverwinter is in need of.
Yeah. Sure, that Metropolis is
Mm.
needing whatever it needs.
You see
Everything.
the half-elf woman perk up. I saw them bringing in a stone from Mirabar.
Ah, yeah, I saw that one too.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that one too.
We have
Good
a
brands.
branch, a jewelry store out in Waterdeep that we're looking to build using some of that stone. It's very pricey, but it's very fine material. They say it can hold for centuries.
I was gonna say, yeah, lasts you forever. There,
Mhm.
yeah, it's good investment. Good investment, especially if you're trying to, keep it going for a couple centuries. A couple
Indeed.
generations. couple
Well, I've been
lineages.
working on this business. I started this business. I've been working on it for 2 centuries now.
Oh, so it's almost about a brick.
Sorry.
brick way.
1 century. That's 100 years. Sorry.
That's
I'm a
fine.
half elf, not an elf.
It's okay. Don't worry, you still got the prettiness of one. So,
I thank you.
of course, silver timber. It's just, and beyond that is, I think it's a very big ship for no reason. But knowing loss can only do so much. Anyway, I guess I will see you at the dining hall. Probably later.
Very good.
Talk to you later.
Good to see you.
Slap the cannon.
As you walk away, you're like, broke all of your fingers.
Ari's got mending. It's fine.
No, that's not how that works.
I think
So
that's
where
how
are you
it
heading
works.
next?
Still, just meandering around the ship, doing basically what they were saying earlier. Was
Okay.
learn what's about.
So we'll keep going around the table. We'll move on, and then I'll just. Do you want me to just when it comes to your turn? Do you want me to roll just to see what you encounter?
Sure.
That sounds
All right.
fun. That sounds fun.
I'm all for it.
All right. So Arya Hollow, what are you doing specifically? Trying to go.
I just kind of want to get a lay of the place.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe I'm trying to think like where would be like a place where it's like we would easily be allowed and not be suspicious.
Mhm.
Like I feel like it'd be suspicious. We immediately like, oh, let's check out our admiral quarters or something like
Yeah.
that. So I guess just a general layout. Just try to get it known what's going on, who's on.
Where like staircases and ladders are.
Yeah. Oh, actually, lifeboats.
Lifeboats. Yeah.
Okay.
Dinghies.
Observe that.
So, as you make your way outside of the crew quarters, you can see there is that door that is kind of like toward the back of the ship that looks like it heads into another room. And you see another door to the front of the ship that looks to be open.
Mhm.
You can see there are staircase next to the main mast that lead down and then down further and then down one more. There are 3 layers below the main deck. So you are on the first layer below the main deck. This is the gun deck. As you make your way down one more, you get to the orlop deck, which is, you see lots of cargo. It looks to be where you see a lot of those like crates and chests that have the, you would know the symbol of Mirabar. A lot of these places are going, and you see this sort of like red-skinned, like very pointy-eared, long black hair hobgoblin man. He's got these round glasses that are like on the tip of his nose, and he's going over what looks to be a manifest, probably the quartermaster, making sure that everything is arriving onto the ship properly. As you head down one more, you get to what is known as the hold. You see these trapdoors in the floor that look like they're there to... well, you haven't been on a ship, so you wouldn't know what these trapdoors down into the bottom of the ship would be for. You see... looks to be a room at the front of the ship, and then multiple rooms, like with a hallway down and multiple rooms at the back of the ship. But without going into any of the rooms, that's what you see. Or I would say, actually, on the orlop deck, there is a big open room at the back at the very back that looks like to be like the galley or the mess, where they go to eat and cook, etc.
Yeah. I guess. Do you want to investigate the mess further, or do you want to check out more downstairs stuff? I feel like with the mess hall, we'll have like a good opportunity to like meet people. And I don't know what we're achieving if we go down all the way to the bottom. I guess maybe find some hidden storage.
Maybe. I don't think I want to meet people.
That's fair. That's fair.
Discretion's part of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like down's just gonna be more storage, right?
Probably.
Yeah. I'm just gonna a bunch of like closed doors down in the hold.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanna.
Toward the front of the ship or the back? It looks like toward the back of the ship there is a hallway with a couple different doors, and then one very back final door that looks like to encompass the rest of the back of the ship, and one at the front of the ship. A smaller room at the front of the ship.
I'll try the big one at the back.
Okay. As you head to the big one at the back, you see it is open. You
Mm-hmm.
open the room, and what you see is a fairly small room that is blocked by what looks like steel bars and a gate.
Oh, I found the brig.
Oh, the brig.
It looks like it's probably capable of holding maybe 8 people very uncomfortably. There's currently nobody in here.
Okay.
But it is a big steel barred back room.
Okay, so we found that.
On the break.
That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
How does like the exterior of the brig look? Like more facing the ship side of it rather than going in, or the
Impenetrable.
So there's the doors, right? What's like the back wall like? Is it just wood?
No, it is. So it is a like steel barred cube.
Oh, okay.
That is in the center of the room. So if the ship goes down, it is a cube that is going to sink, and you're not going to be able to think Iroh, Last Airbender.
Okay.
A big solid steel.
Yeah.
Containment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. So no way out of that.
Don't get in the break.
Yes.
Yeah. Do not get in the break.
Okay.
I'm just gonna little small doors.
Yeah. So the small doors on the side, one of them looks to be a like a spare supply room.
Mm-hmm.
You see lots of like ship supplies, rope, stuff to patch sails, repairing materials like loose timber and nails, carpentry materials, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one, you get a very strong scent as you open it, and you see a magazine. You see barrels of gunpowder. You see ballista bolts, mangonel projectiles. And it's strong, and there's a lot of it in here. You get a pretty good idea of, okay, it probably makes sense why they put this near the brig.
Yeah. Close the door. And there's one room at the front.
Mhm.
So I
Go for it.
my last quick peek.
Okay. You could take a quick peek. It is open, and you see a small room towards the front of the ship, lined with racks and barrels. This looks to be some sort of rick house. You can see there's very, very elegant, an elegant signature, like symbol on each of the barrels with an F and an M symbol. This is a common practice in a lot of ships where they essentially age liquor on the ship. And you see an individual in here. You see
Oops.
this like dwarven man. You see he's wearing a Neverwinter garb. It looks to be a captain's garb.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like very sun-weathered, huge like red beard and braid. He's got this like warm tan skin, and he is currently passed out with a bottle in his hand.
Close the door.
Slowly close it and get the fuck out of here.
And that's what you see. You see he was wearing this, like, again, this Neverwinter armor, but it was very heavy, and along the shoulder pads are these large, like, iron-studded spikes.
Damn.
And he is drunk off his mind. Completely passed out.
Alright, well, this was... I think we did a good job down here.
How tall is the average dwarf?
How tall is the average dwarf? Between 4 and 5 feet tall.
Dang.
Maybe
So it'd be a little small of you. I was gonna say maybe we could dress you up like a guard.
Woody's like a captain. So
Mhm.
different story.
Yeah.
Impersonating a captain is
Yeah.
rather dangerous.
And very difficult to do. Like, oh yeah,
Yeah, because it'd be
I'm
too
John
small.
Captain.
Yeah, my name
You,
is
John.
you
John
know me. We
Captain.
went to school together.
Oh, no, I'm Captain Morgan.
Yeah.
Alright,
No,
so,
my brother.
Jules, where are you going?
I'm just kind of gonna get a layout of some of the more populated areas. I guess living quarters, mess hall, places where people tend to frequent, and see how busy it fluctuates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, over time.
So all of the living quarters, except for the guest quarters, are actually on top of the main deck.
Okay.
There is the room at the front of the ship, the top of the ship, that is in the front, and there's the room in the back that leads into it's open. Looks to be a hallway that is similar to like what looks like the captain's quarters, with the guest quarters, where it's a hallway that leads to 4 rooms, 2 on each side, and then 1 towards the back. And then there's a staircase up that leads to another room, with another staircase up that leads to a deck on top of that. So you're specifically going to those rooms?
Yeah, just anywhere that would be kind of populated. You know, like the main soldier areas where people are hanging out. Just kind of looking around.
You have to be more specific.
Just like
Living quarters? You want to go to living quarters or...
Well, is it like it is on the horizon where like the lot of the crew sleeps in kind of like one room with like hammocks or like
Yes.
Yes.
That is the forecastle. That is on the main deck. Top
Yeah,
of the ship.
I will be going to places like that. Like probably stop by there and swing by the mess hall as well, just to.
Okay. So the mess hall, you actually have to make your way down one deck.
Okay.
And you make your way down into the Orlop deck, and you can see this hobgoblin individual that is going through, ledgers and stuff. And make a perception check.
Let's see. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You see behind and between all of the chests, and you see some like this central area with a bunch of tables and papers that this individual seems to be working.
Mm-hmm.
Behind all the chests and crates and barrels and chests and such, you see towards the front of the ship another room, a small room similar to what looks to be like similar to the room that you see on the gun deck when you're facing at the other front of the ship. There's another one of those down there, and you see 2 guards just standing by it, just guarding it. That is interesting to you.
Okay.
And you make your way into the galley.
So this is the Orlop deck?
Yes, this is the Orlop deck.
Deck. So like on this deck there's like the mess hall, main supply area, and at the back of the supply area room.
So you have the main supply area.
Yeah.
Toward the front you have this room where these 2 guards are standing. And towards the back you have this like big open like galley
Okay.
/ mess area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
You have a question?
Message. Or not message, just communicate real quick.
Okay.
Hi, Jules. Anything to report?
There's a room on the Orlap deck, the front of the main supply area. There's 2 guards standing in front of it, just at attention.
Lovely, lovely. Any other people to note?
There's a quartermaster that I see.
Quartermaster.
Yeah, I mean maybe his ledger might have something on it, but
What's the ledger for?
well, just for keeping track of what's on the ship. I don't know.
Oh, I'm gonna need that ledger.
He's kind of holding on to it right now.
I gotcha. You said he's on the, what floor?
Orlap.
Orlap.
With this main supply room galley was kind of
Orlop.
Orlop.
Oh.
Okay, well I don't know ship things.
No, I'm just letting you know.
Orlap.
Orlop.
Alright.
Yeah.
Heard. Good job.
Thanks.
As you head into the galley, you see the long tables with benches that are nailed to the floors. You know, they don't move. You smell the scent of like a well-cooked meal that looks like probably, okay, we're cooking a meal that is because we are, this is our last day in port while we have decent fresh ingredients.
Yeah.
And you see towards the back a small kitchen with a staircase that looks like it's leading up. It looks like it's leading up into the room that is behind the guest quarters, actually, where that door is. That is behind you when you walk out of the guest quarters. That staircase looks like it's leading up into that room. And you see it's actually completely empty right now, except for the 2 cooks in the back. There's nobody currently eating. But you see a quite tall, almost as tall as you, but not quite, Firbolg woman. You see she has like this like light brown fur, this dark brown braid, and she's like cooking. And on the counter, standing on the counter, or sitting like crisscross and cutting up vegetables, you see a small deep gnome man. He's like bald and pale gray skin, big round ears, and he looks like he's chopping up vegetables and putting it into a pot where the Firbolg woman is like tending to.
Okay. Nobody else here in the room?
No.
Have they really like taken note of me at all?
Not really. They've like definitely like acknowledged a presence. Like you see them like look up and look back down. I mean, mercenaries joining the Neverwinter Guard being hired on, especially out of Lucian, is a common occurrence.
Yeah.
It's not too alien to them.
So you're saying that like the staircase in this hall that leads to the floor where our room is, but it's one of the other rooms near us.
It's the back room.
So we're one of the side rooms, and the back room is the
it leads
staircase.
to the back room.
Okay. All right.
Jingle, 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 jingle. Back in the back rooms, jingle, jingle.
I said the word.
Okay. Room. Okay. Yeah. I'm pretty satisfied with that.
So I'm just going to give a quick
Quick sketch.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give you guys a quick sketch of what most of the ship looks like, just so you have an idea. So this is a general sketch of what most of the decks of the ship look like. So you have a front room. You have a hallway that leads to 2 rooms on either side and a back room. And then, the mizzenmast, the mainmast, and the foremast. And then you have the stairs that go up back and forth between the decks next to the mainmast. Yeah.
Is this going to be on the test?
Yes, this is going to be on the test. You need to learn all of the ship lingo that I say toward the end of this.
How many total decks are there? 4?
So there is I'm going to give
Cook deck,
Let me
Pee-pee
sketch the
deck.
decks.
bowl deck,
Cock deck.
and the cock deck. If you're really lucky and it's a very expensive ship,
Booby deck?
no,
Oh.
you'll have a queen deck.
Yeah. Is that your Wordle?
It's my Wordle. I did the Wordle, yes.
Why did you mark
Bro
it
just
there?
colored in his Wordle.
What do you mean?
What is the Wordle today? Don't spoil it.
I don't know. I didn't do the Wordle. I did the Wordle. It's that simple.
I just did the Wordle.
Yeah. See?
They're making me subscribe to do the Wordle archives. It's trending.
You have to subscribe to do the Wordle.
To do the archives, to
Pay
do
for
all
it?
the old ones.
Ah.
I want to do the old ones.
Pirate it. We're already pirates. We can do that.
Hang on, I'm gonna go do the horse Wordle.
How are you doing? The horse?
Bow.
How are
Okay.
you doing?
So here's the description. So this is the ship. So you have the main deck here. You have the room at the front. That's the forecastle. You have these 2 rooms that are also on the main deck. That would
That's
probably
where the poop deck is?
Yeah, the poop deck is at the very top. You have a staircase up to the quarter deck where the ship wheel is, and you have another staircase that goes up to the poop deck that looks just more like, lookout areas.
Shut up, Murphy.
Then one below the main deck, you have the gun deck. Below that, you have the orlop, and then below that, you have the hold.
Got it.
And for those listening in, he's pointing to a picture on a page.
I am pointing to a very crude sketch that I have that does not have all of the important information like my actual sketch does.
Can I see the actual sketch?
No, give me.
No.
I need
What
to
if
see the drawing.
Pretty please?
I may need to see the Murphy.
Take a picture of it.
My phone's on the charger.
Your phone's on the charger.
Yes.
Mine's not.
My phone's on the Bobby.
Mine's on the bottom.
Sorry, that was a really bad Australian accent.
It's fine.
Sorry to all our Aussie listeners out there. Hey, Murph.
That's it. Huey.
Oh, hey, Murph.
Yuri.
You and me.
Careful.
Hello, Murfander.
That's
Come here.
not Australian.
You have such a big head.
So, fossil. Why is it
Forecastle.
I'm a
spelled like that?
genius.
F-O
Are you?
Why?
I
apostrophe
did the
C
Wordle.
apostrophe S-L-E.
Nothing special though, man. I just did it.
Okay, so that's the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just eyeballing it.
Wheel.
I'm guessing the
deck.
whole way through.
Nice.
Poop
Yeah.
deck. What is that word?
Hmm.
Gun.
Gun
I
deck.
thought it said Glen.
Nope, gun deck.
Glen Deck.
Glen deck.
Glen.
We're in
Or Lop.
the suburbs of
And
Ohio.
Hold. Okay,
Eat
so
yourself, you.
they
Sister!
so they visited the
I stole
hold.
those for you.
Right. They
They
visited
visited
all
the
of the
hold,
rooms.
and at the front of the hold,
Was the Rick House.
I got a quesadilla.
Rick
no
House?
soup.
Rick House.
And I
It's where the
saltine.
liquor was and the past I had to work.
Yep.
I'm kind of
where the
evil.
Ricks stay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rick House, Rack House, either or.
Yeah, our actual guest of the day isn't Colin. It's actually the gecko who's sitting in my kitchen right now.
Yeah, Rick.
His name
Rick.
Okay.
So the front of the hold has the alcohol room.
Yep.
And then some other rooms for like carpentry.
The
and
spare supplies, the magazine, and the brig.
Okay, Brig's in the back.
Correct.
The side rooms have like the carpentry, weaponry, whatever supplies.
Yep.
The main one is just like supplies.
Yeah, the main hold, it looks to be a lot of like of the food that is not like immediately perishable, like a lot of like barrels of fresh water, salted meats, things that can last a very, very long time that are going to do fairly okay in the humidity towards the bottom of the ship. And then there's not a ton of storage on the bottom, but there is some. And then you have these trap doors that lead to like even below this, like the flooring of the hold that you have no idea what it's for.
So
actually, you would know. So the trap doors at the bottom of the ship, you would know, are to hold ballast stones to adjust.
Buoyancy.
To adjust the weight of the ship when cargo is added or subtracted. They can add these stones to balance the weight.
Okay.
Alligators do that too.
The what?
Alligators do that too.
They do eat stones.
They do. They
Alligators
eat stones
swallow stones. Yeah.
so they can go underwater.
Probably for a different reason, but Brachiosaurus also used to swallow stones to grind up plants in their stomach.
I think just for fun.
Yeah,
I do it as a hobby.
It's a similar function.
I like
it's a digestive thing.
Interesting.
I do it as a hobby, but no one cares
So
about
the
that.
supplies on the hold are different than the supplies with the quartermaster on the Orloff deck.
Yeah, so the supplies on the quartermaster looked to be tradable goods,
Okay.
like imported
Food,
from
supplies,
Luskin,
trade supplies, and then the
or
front.
exported out of Luskin,
On
imported
the front
to
was the
Neverwinter
guarded
from Luskin.
room, and then the back was the galley.
Correct.
Okay, and then the gun is where Quinn went, or was Quinn on the main
The
deck?
gun deck is where the mercenary quarters are, right?
Yeah. The gun deck is where the guest quarters were.
Just
And there was a room at the front of the ship as well that nobody has.
Nobody's been brave enough to look at yet.
Nobody has.
Okay.
It was an open door.
Yeah, but open doors are boring.
So at the front of the gun
Not
was
who's
something
trying
that
to upset
we
anyone.
didn't look at,
Right.
and the main was all the cannons, and
No, the gun deck where you're
Has all the
staying
cannons.
have all the cannons.
where are the rest of the crew
I get a free
staying?
cake
Gun deck
for
as
Paul's
well.
The forecastle.
The forecastle. Okay,
Yeah.
main.
I forgot to eat
Crew.
that crappy tiny gelato.
You need the Baja Blast
I
gelato.
forgot to eat the Baja Blast gelato.
And then cannons.
It's gonna go
And then
bad.
we are presuming
melt.
that the captain and the captains and the admiral are staying above
On the main deck.
on the main deck somewhere. Okay, cool. I have a better idea now. Sorry, listeners. I'm an idiot. I needed to learn.
We got this.
We don't
Very
got
good.
this.
We could head upstairs together.
Listen, there's a reason why I made a very intricate design, is so you guys could have access to this information.
Yeah. I'm
Alright.
happy with what I've learned.
So we will shift back to Quinn. Where are you going next? I will also mention that the admiral is still probably towards the bottom of the ship.
The admiral's still towards the bottom?
Well, I think the
Yeah,
first
he's
thing
below the ship, making sure that everything gets on.
What a nice guy. Go Sparrows.
Go Sparrows.
I gotta check out that Olaf deck.
Yep.
See what's going on with that hobgoblin.
Okay.
With that hobby gobby.
So you see this hobgoblin individual. You see the red skin. As you get closer, he looks to be. He looks like he has a piece of charcoal in his hand, but you realize it is actually on a hook, and he has a hook as a hand, and he is writing with the hook with the charcoal.
Oh, that's
You
pretty
see,
bad.
he's got those round glasses sitting at the tip of the nose, and he's going through ledgers and papers, and making sure everything is in order.
Can I keep a solid distance to him
Sure.
and just wait for him to be done?
Okay. You get the sense it's probably not going to be done until everything is loaded onto the ship, which might take a while.
You know I'm waiting.
Several hours.
You know I'm walking out of there.
Yeah. But you can absolutely investigate if you so desire. as you are waiting in the airlock deck, you begin to see 2 guards that are from the front of the ship. You begin to see they start to walk away.
That's weird.
And from wherever they were, between all, you see there's tons of crates and things that are just blocking your sight. It's like a maze in here. There's a lot of different things. And after a period of time, make an intelligence check.
Oh, I'm good at those.
10. About 2 to 3 minutes, maybe a little bit, like 2 minutes, give or take like 30 seconds. Another 2 guards come down the stairs and replace, like a changing of shifts.
I marked down the time.
Okay.
You are. Can you see the sky?
No.
Right.
It's cloudy too.
It's this time o'clock.
That's my point. What else would it be?
It's now o'clock. Live in the moment. There's your inspirational quote for today.
And you see there are currently
I'm gonna light a candle.
7 other guards, or 6 other guards, 7 including the hobgoblin, that are just perusing, like moving equipment within this deck.
I got a quick question.
Yeah.
Can I hide real quick?
Sure, make a stealth check.
Is it 25?
25, yep. You're invisible. You can very easily... This is a very easy place to hide in with all of the crates and equipment and just slipping in and out of.
Keeping it well hidden, I'm going to light a candle.
Okay.
And I'm going to keep track of when that shift change occurs.
Okay.
I'm going to watch the candle.
Ooh.
Candle drops. If I need to replenish the candle, I'll do it. I'm measuring time in candles.
Okay. It takes you... you wait about 30 minutes. Or, sorry. Let me look at
Half a candle.
I don't know how long candle burn.
You wait about another hour. And then you see the 2 guards move. And it's almost exactly like 2 minutes, maybe give or take maybe 5 seconds. You have about a 2-minute window when this shift change occurs.
Alright. Good to know. It's a whole candle, by the way.
Okay.
I will know the candle.
The candle takes 2 minutes?
No, it takes an hour for candle to burn out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is as soon as your candle is pretty much done, you see the 2 guards leave, and there's about 2 minutes.
I take out a small knife, another candle, and I start segmenting. Just little divots.
Okay. All right. Since that was a long period of time, but a very short thing for you to do. Is there anything else that you would like to do in this period of time? All right.
That was my full attention.
Okay. Back to the sisters.
I'm gonna start measuring time in candles. I'll be there in like a candle and a half.
Candle and a half.
That's like 4 songs?
Do you want to see where they'll let us go on the main deck?
Yeah, I think that sounds like a good idea.
Okay. Actually, no, there's the one open room on the gun deck. I'll peek in there first.
So let's check it, yeah.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
Okay. As you head to the gun deck and toward that front room, you see it's a decent sized room containing, it looks like 8 beds that line the wall that are able to like fold up, like very ramshackle, almost just like you don't sleep here. You see large tables full of like surgeon's equipment, bandages and splints. It looks to be probably an infirmary. Towards the front, you see 2 large like barred windows actually that have planter boxes in front of them that grow different herbs, probably making salves and ointments. And you see an individual in here, just a human man with like shoulder length, like kind of wavy brown hair. He's got a scruffy beard. Looks very much like not to use a D&D term, but very ranger type. And he seems to be like making a salve in like a mortar and pestle. And he doesn't really notice you guys. He's kind of focused on what he's doing. Just organizing his equipment, making salves and preparing for the journey.
I'm just gonna like look over at Hollow like, should we say something? Okay. Just keep going. Go to the upstairs.
Yep.
Okay.
I just want to wander around up there. I want to see which doors are open, which ones are closed.
Yeah.
So you see the
Door
front. There is a there's that front room that is open, and you see there is a hallway toward the back of the ship that is open that looks similar to like the 2 rooms on either side, the 4 rooms total, and then the back. And make perception checks for me, both of you.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Nat 1.
You see nothing because somebody is walking with a crate and just blocks your vision.
You see
Hollow, you just look under, and you happen to see. You were there last night, so you definitely recognize the half-orc individual with the scruffy, like short black hair and the black beard, and you see Admiral Devonman Silverwing and Captain Electra Belstrad at the bottom of the ship. And you see 4 rooms towards the back that look possibly to be captains and admirals' quarters, and you know there's another captain downstairs, which means that there are currently no captains or admirals in their rooms.
Telepathically, there's no captains or admirals in their rooms.
Well, I'm staring at one of them and I'm waiting for him to go to bed because I want that fucking ledger.
The ledger? That sounds like the quartermaster.
Oh, then I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about the captain who's passed out downstairs, and then the 3. Yeah, and then the 3 who are currently standing.
Holy shit, I gotta go rifle through his pockets.
Okay.
Are you gonna rifle through his pockets?
I wasn't going to, but you're more than welcome to.
No, I'm kind of staring at a candle.
What?
Don't worry about it, it's not none of your business. Well, it's your business, it's 100% your business. I'm paying attention to a shift change. I don't know how long it is.
Okay.
I'll get there eventually.
Alright.
Holy shit, I'm only a quarter of the way through. Staring at 2 dudes, just they're not even appealing.
Can I, put you on mute?
No.
Oh.
You got 4 more hours of this.
Oh.
Bang, 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 bang.
No, not again!
Bang.
Everybody,
You know, Inumaki is a good speech user.
I put Quinn on mute. Okay, so double checking. Their rooms are. They're on the. Yeah,
It's like this.
Yeah.
It is like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
where?
these-
It's those. And
Yeah,
that's the main deck.
Okay. It's an idea of the main deck. That's a very general outline, just this general sort of front room,
Yeah.
back hallway with 4 doors, and the hold, in that case, it's 2 doors because they just have the big magazine and the big supplies room, and then the back room.
The back rooms.
Back rooms. And then toward the main deck, because you above this section is the quarter deck, and then you have another room that's just at the very top that looks to most likely, you live in Luskin, so you have enough of an idea that that's probably a navigation room. You know, a lot of the ships, they can, they'll change whatever is below the ship. They can change the room arrangements, etc. But typically, the very top ship is like the navigation room.
Do we want to snoop around in there right now?
I want to snoop around so bad. I am whispering, but for the sake of gaming, I'm talking loud.
Yeah. There are, you can see there's a lot of Neverwinter Guard, but they're doing, they're moving things back and forth down the stairs. They're kind of keeping to themselves.
I want to snoop around so bad. I also really do not want to get kicked out before we even leave.
Yeah.
But I can turn invisible.
For
an hour.
Until or
an hour.
How many times?
Oh, how many times? Great question. I forgot.
Can you use your spell slot for your tiefling spells?
I don't have tiefling spells anymore.
That's right.
I
Never
died.
mind. You just have that. Never mind. You're good.
I could cast. I have 3 second level spell slots.
Okay. Yeah. I don't have magics that's really specialized in this. But
I also can, No, I'm not trying to say this in-game. I also have, effectively 6 sorcery points between 4 levels of Sorcerer and Metamagic Adept.
Yes.
So I can also get spell slots back.
Yes. I'm thinking, do I finally spend the 10 gold on some of my familiar?
Oh my god. You would have had to buy the ingredients.
You need ingredients?
Yeah, it's 10
You
gold's
need
worth of
incense.
incense.
We're still in port.
Yeah,
I could run out, maybe.
probably. I don't see why not.
Yeah.
They might listen. Okay? Here's how I think that's gonna go. Right, you're gonna walk over. You're gonna pass two captains and the admiral and go,
Yeah.
so sorry, last minute shopping before we leave port. And Silverwing is gonna go, of course, have a nice day. And Electra's gonna look at you like she wants you dead.
You're gonna
and
bomb the
burned.
ship.
She's gonna assume that you're gonna go buy explosives.
Yeah.
That you're hiring assassins.
Mhm.
But I don't think anybody's gonna stop you.
Yes. Yeah. I could see what I could manage there because that feels like a good way to be like, not.
That's a good way to scout around. It also might be a good way to contact Jackdaw, if it comes down to it.
That too. Yeah.
If for whatever reason either we use the sending stone and it's once a day thing, or Jules has it, and
Yeah. Yeah. Does Jules have it?
he's had it unless we
That's right.
He
yeah.
has it now because he's the one who can talk underwater.
Yes.
We could always ask for somebody else to have it.
No, I think it's fine.
Okay.
I think he's smart enough for that. I could go down and try to buy some incense or something. I'm sure someone would have some bits and bobs, maybe.
Oh, almost definitely. They've got the vibe,
Random magic shit.
random magic shit, and also like any shop that sells the shits and knickknacks also sells incense.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a smell that you like, but they do have it.
I think
I'm shocked that they're not the type of shop that gives it to you in a goodie bag when you buy things from them.
Yeah. You do this.
Okay.
On your discretion.
Okay.
I trust you to just
Awful decision.
If you want to snoop, go ahead. If not, you can just go hang out in the room. I am going to go buy some incense. And I'm just going to go down, and I'm just going to tell them I need to buy some spell components. And Silverwing.
Don't specify spell. I would just say, sorry, have some last minute shopping.
That works.
The less they know about us, the better. Don't
works.
indicate that you're a spellcaster.
I already have.
Maybe they forgot.
I went to Neverwinter
Oh, you're
Academy. Go
right.
Sparrows.
Go Sparrows. I still wouldn't mention this spell. Just say you have to go shopping.
Okay, yeah.
Because also you say I'm gonna go buy spell components. Electra's gonna go. I don't know what components would be. She's gonna assume it's for something bad.
I'm not that great of a wizard.
She's gonna assume it's something
She's
bad.
gonna assume it's something bad.
It's really funny
Yeah.
how suspicious she is.
Yeah. I'm gonna go down and
Okay.
just walk out and be like, hey, I need to do some last minute shopping.
Okay. You make your way down. Oh, Ruin, good to see you.
Hey, how's it going? I just need
Can I help you with anything?
No. Everything's perfectly fine. Thank you so much for the quarters and everything. It's lovely. I just need to run out and do some quick shopping. That's
I
okay.
see. Well, as long as you don't take about 4 hours, because at this rate, we're not going to be leaving for a little while.
I have plenty of time. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sure it's a stressful job. But,
It's all right. It's all right.
You know-
It's part of the job.
just keep moving forward. Keep going.
Yep.
I'm gonna go run out and buy some things.
Very good.
Do you want anything? Like a
No.
And stop by Starbucks, something like that.
like a bakery or something? No, you're good. Okay, thank you. And I head out and go probably like bits and bobs or
Paula
something.
was absolutely correct. Captain Electra does stare you down. And you head to back to the Southern Bank.
Yeah. Or is there like a closer store that like maybe looks like, hey, spell components?
Yeah, so on the Northern Bank, it's a lot of warehouses. There's not really stores. You could maybe try.
I
to
have
find,
4 hours.
Yeah, you could maybe try to find a merchant here to
Yeah.
see if they have incense.
Yeah. If
somewhere.
I don't see anything like immediately obvious, it's
Probably
like
not immediately.
that's
obvious.
like, oh, Magic Emporium or some shit like that.
No,
I'm
really
just gonna go to
store.
bits and bobs.
Okay. Yeah, no stores here.
So I'll head back to the south side.
Great news. You have 4 hours.
I have 4 hours.
So you make your way to this total thing. This total process will probably take about 30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah.
You make your way to Bits and Bobs. Oh, good to see you again.
Hey.
Could I interest you in anything further?
Yes. Do you guys have charcoal, incense, and herbs for the sake of casting Find Familiar?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. I have the 10 gold right here.
Don't worry about it. You've done me enough business in the past couple days.
No,
Here.
did you?
Absolutely not. It's just incense.
Okay.
Here,
Thank you
take
so much. You guys are too generous.
Of course. And don't forget to do business.
Of course, yes. Always.
Tell your friends.
Thank you, Mr. Bits.
And you make your way out. Yeah, you make your way back. And Admiral Demovan, you see, he looks at you again. Ah, very good. Finished.
Yes.
You have everything, because this may be your last call. You get anything else that you may need?
No. This should be it.
Okay. You see Captain Electra look at you. What'd you need?
Just some components for a spell. I went to Neverwinter Academy. I studied blade singing, just like Captain here.
Okay. Move along.
You're the one who stopped me.
I'm just making sure.
Have a nice day. See you around on the ship.
You just keep
I go on the ship.
Yeah, go on the ship. Hello, what are you doing at this point?
I'm turning invisible.
Alright, so are you finding a...
I'm finding a little corner to turn invisible in.
Okay. You can do that.
You go to the middle of the ship, invisible!
And where are you trying to go specifically?
The captain's rooms.
The captain's or the admiral?
I
I realized that because there's normally a captain of the ship, and then captains in the Neverwinter Guard. I confused myself in my notes.
Nice.
So I'm just trying to specify. Verify.
Wait, who's the captain of the ship?
The admiral.
Your mom.
But the captains are not the captain of the
So
ship.
he's
There.
The captains are the Neverwinter Guard.
Look at me.
Look at me.
I am the captain.
I'm so
I confused myself. I should have, but whatever.
You're good,
It is what it
you're
is.
good.
Electra's room first, preferably.
Okay.
I'm invisible,
Oh, okay.
So, make a stealth check.
and she's not
For
here. Stealth check.
Yep.
There's totally traps, bro.
Stealth check. Stealth check. 18.
18. Okay, so you managed to definitely make your way to the hallway where the captain's quarters are. Which room are you going in, or would you like to roll a d4?
And D4.
Alright, roll a d4.
I don't know which one's which. I look at them and from a closed door, which one's Electra's? Ah, fuck it. 3.
3. You go to the room and you open it up. What?
I just threw my dice on my tray and broke off her horn.
Oh no!
Oh no, Hollow.
I'll fix it later if I can find it.
Sorry, I ate, mate.
You ate it? No! Anyway, continue.
Alright, so you open the door and you see a small, single bed that looks like it folds up into the wall. Decent bedding. You see a small writing desk in the same similar, overhead storage that is accompanied by netting. And in this room, you see what looks to be a couple empty, liquor bottles. Like a very fine liquor bottle that looks like it has that similar, FM symbol on it that you have. You saw it below in the Rick House, but you're not familiar with this FM.
Is there M?
You get the sense that this is probably
This is the dwarf.
most likely the dwarf's room.
Yeah.
Every time you say Rick House, I think of Brick House, and then the song starts playing in my head. Rick
Yeah.
House.
Rick.
Okay.
I'll try another one. 1.
You open this room, and it is a very similar, the one bed, small writing desk. You get the picture. This room is kind of untidy, a little bit messy. There's a lot of crumpled up papers and an ink and quill on the desk.
Can you see what's on any of the papers?
Yeah, so some of the papers are crumpled up, and you open it up, and it looks like it's an attempt at poetry. It's not very good, but somebody's trying their best.
Do they sign it?
No,
Oh.
it's very, very basic. Talking about
Mm-hmm.
travels on the sea and landscapes and just very, very mundane poetry. But somebody's trying.
Somebody's trying.
Beer and a barbecue.
So there's a total of 3 captains, 1 admiral.
4 captains, 1 admiral.
Electra, the half-orc, the dwarf.
Mm-hmm. Somebody else you haven't seen.
Okay.
Try number 4.
Number 4, you open the room. It is open, and you see, again, similar writing desk. And you see what looks to be Blueprints, designs for weaponry, cannons, looking to make them more efficient. Use less gunpowder, put out more of a punch.
I think 2 is the last one.
Mm-hmm. And number 2 is locked.
Locked. That's Electra's. Or there's someone in there.
Try knocking.
You're invisible.
Yeah.
Knock and walk away.
Yeah.
Must have been the wind.
I'm not going to.
Think on this.
I'm tweaking.
Anything else you'd like to do?
The Admiral's room is the big one at the back?
Correct.
Oh. May as well.
Okay. It is open. As you make your way into this room, you see a large, double bed in the corner of the room.
Bro gets a double bed.
In the center, you see a large desk with an ink and quill and empty paper. Looks to be no writing as of yet. The walls are lined with bookshelves and other miscellaneous cabinets. There's a door at the back of the room that leads out to a gallery, and you see above it a large set of shark jaws, some sort of trophy, I guess.
Colleen's making
You see,
a
there
horrible
are
face.
there are a number of drawers and among the desks and the cabinets and the books. There's a lot of things in this room, but this is definitely the Admiral's quarters.
If I kind of peek back down at the hallway and towards the deck, is there any sign of anything different on deck, or is it still just the...
Doesn't look to be.
Can we go to the next person while I think about it?
Sure. Jules,
Yeah.
what would you like to do?
I want to know what that room is above the galley, but I want to approach it from the top.
Okay. You approach it to the shop from the top, and it is open. You look and see there is a lot of barrels and crates, but what look to be perishable foods in here. This looks to be the ship's storeroom.
This is the fridge.
Well, it's not cold.
This is the fridge.
But it looks to be the ship's store.
Okay.
Yeah. So it makes sense why you can see that staircase, and you smell as you open the room. You can get that waft in the air of the cooking from down below. It makes sense why the galley is attached directly to the storeroom.
Okay. All right. I see.
Sorry, there's construction outside again.
They're back now that the rain has stopped.
Bro, they're back
That's
in,
what
bro.
I'm saying. Anyway.
And the last room that we
I've got that
haven't
twice.
personally gone into is the navigational room.
Correct. Nobody has gone into the navigation.
I'll try. I'll go there.
Sure. As you make your way out onto the main deck, you see the same things that Aria and Hollow saw about the people continuing to move crates down below the ship. You make your way up to the quarterdeck, and you see the big, large ship's wheel. It is a lot bigger than the one that you're used to on the Red Horizon. It is very sturdy, very elegant. It looks to be, you can tell there are some changes to it that you would only assume to almost be custom made for a specific individual, probably a Howland gentleman that you know of. And you make your way up to the navigation room and open it up. You see a large table in the center full of maps and charcoal for plotting routes, maintaining schedules, keeping ledgers. The room has a small writing desk, probably for a navigator, and a larger desk full of books and writing material. The books on the desk look similar to the ones that you have seen Arya read before. There are 2 bunks toward the back of the room, as this room looks to double as some sort of living quarters for 2 individuals, you're not sure. And you see 3 individuals in here. You see a human female with long black hair, face covered, almost it looks like an ash. You see a half-elf with a sort of cropped black hair, very pale skin. And you see another just human with a top knot bun, is dark skin and these white runic tattoos. and they are looking at maps and going over things. And the human woman with the long black hair and sort of like ash on the face, which it looks to probably be like some sort of like black powder.
Mm-hmm.
Can I help you?
Sorry, I was just hired on the ship by Admiral Silverwing.
You a mercenary?
Yeah.
Hey, come in here. We could use your opinion.
Just trying to get used to the ship, see where things are located.
And you walk over, and you can now see, like, at a sort of glance at this table, you can see on the table, you see the big map and a charted route to Neverwinter from Luskin, and then Luskin back to Neverwinter, and then back again, going over, like, plotting different routes to see which might be more efficient to head further out into open water and back in to catch more wind.
So just like different like routes like on Google Maps and not them going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
Kind
of. Okay.
Yeah. And you see the Admiral's checklist, another Admiral's checklist, probably from, a couple days ago, or whenever they arrived, probably when they came in. You see in looks to be a cargo manifest. Come take a look at this. We're trying to look at this route, and she begins to just talk about the route to the ship. You have no idea. But she begins to just, explain that she is of the opinion that they should head out to ship as far as possible to head directly out as quick as possible to try to avoid any of the pirates and raiders that might not be able to catch up to them until they get in open waters, and then head out. Some of them are saying, someone else is arguing that they should head in a straight line directly to Luskin as quick as possible. That would mean Neverwinter? Yes, sorry, Neverwinter as quick as possible. That would mean they are, within 12 miles of the open waters, probably.
And not in uncharted
a longer
waters?
period of time. Yeah, they are not in uncharted waters for a longer period of time, and they are asking for your opinion.
I mean, in my opinion, most pirates don't really care about the legality of the waters that they're raiding in. So I'd say outrunning them might be your best option.
You see the sort of dark skinned individual with these like runic tattoos. You can see as closer, they begin to sort of like pulsate with different like lights or energy within them. But you see the pirates, some of their ships, especially in Luskin, are you familiar with Luskin ships?
Yeah.
And you should know they are not of the best quality. They're slower. We can outpace them if we get directly out to open waters. And sure, they might not care about the fact that we are in not in open waters, but some of those ships might not be able to survive the extremes of the deeper seas in the larger storms. So I think we should head directly out.
No,
I
agree.
Possible,
I agree.
Instead of spending more time near the shore, where those ships absolutely can keep up with us and maintain their integrity.
No, I agree with that. What I meant, I think I said it wrong, but regardless if you're in legally safer waters or not, pirates are not going to care. The main thing is if they're going to be able to catch up to you, and if you get far out enough, regardless of you being in a no man's land, kind of within the sea, they may find that it's more trouble than it's worth.
Yes, I agree. All right, fine, we'll do it that way. Said the human woman. You can see now that she has a captain's symbol on like a brooch. All right, I'm gonna go check and see what the checklist is looking like, and she begins to leave. All right, I appreciate it, but this is kind of official business.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, of course.
And she sort of like ushers you out of the navigation room.
Yeah. I was helpful.
Cool. We shift back to Quinn.
They're still standing there. Us. Oh, they're leaving.
I've already been through three out of four captain's rooms.
Oh, that's good.
You're still staring at a candle?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying, of all things, this is gonna help. What were in the captain's rooms?
Bad poetry.
Yikes, bad poetry. Hey, what's worse than regular poetry is bad poetry. So, what else did you find?
Fine.
Oh, that's better. That's good. That's good. Wine.
Get back to what you're doing. I'm in the Admiral's room now.
Oh, okay. Anyway. They're done. They're lost. My little thing ran out.
Oh
Still talking to you. It's okay. You can respond. Doesn't require an action. Do you know that? The phone goes two ways?
Oh, no.
Good. Careful, I can hear your thoughts. And they are not quiet.
I don't think that's how this works.
It's not.
You would know.
I do.
So what would you like to do?
Well, after that recites, I'm probably gonna go. I'm gonna just investigate around the ship. I'm gonna try and find out where this ledgerman stays.
Okay. You get the idea that the quartermaster probably doesn't have a set room, but probably stays with the crew in the forecastle at the top of the deck.
Forecastle, top of the deck. Writing that down.
Which one of the captains do you guys think is the first mate? Like, do you think they rotate, or if there's one and they all have to
They
compete for it survivor style?
Captains
or, like,
of the guard. I don't think any of them are the first mate.
Oh, I didn't know. Or if each
Right?
one of them
There
was
definitely
like,
is a first mate.
or
There is
each
one of them was like, Admiral is definitely the captain of this ship.
Oh, was the half orc the?
I don't know. Maybe all of them share 1/4 of being the first mate.
You can make an insight check.
Sure. 18.
18. Admiral Deverman seems to give an awful lot of instruction to Electra.
I was hoping it wasn't her. I was so much fun thinking. I think.
It's fine. It's fine.
She's so mean, bro.
Nah, she's just misguided.
Her brother is so much nicer.
I'm talking a lot about her brother. Anyway.
And I'll say to you, I think there's another cargo manifest in the navigational room, but I'm not sure.
Cargo man. You know what? You're right. There probably is a master copy. Do you know if there's anybody in there right now?
I was just in there. One of the captains left. There's 2 more people.
2 more people. As in?
Probably a navigator and a deck wizard.
Navigator and a deck wizard.
That is a name to call someone. Oh, can't wait to use that on someone.
I think.
It's a great insult. Good job.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, alright.
I would never want to be called a navigator. Now a deck wizard, that's pretty cool. Navigator. You are a clever one, you. It's the H before the W.
Hollow. There's no W in my name.
There's no what?
There's an H.
Oh no, I still don't know how to spell it.
Wait, what are you trying to do?
Well, I don't know whether or not I can get into the navigator's quarters. On the other hand, I could totally just trail this guy for the rest of the night.
What's
Just
possible?
follow one guy.
Tap him on the shoulder. Look back with him.
Yeah.
This guy just tapped you on the shoulder. I don't know where he went though.
There has to be an organization system for this for this room. Actually, you know what? I am on the. How would you pronounce it? Orlok?
Orlok.
Orlok.
Yep.
Orlok deck. Is the hold freely accessible?
Yes.
I gotta check that out then.
Alright, so you go ahead into the hold. It's the bottom section of the ship.
Yes.
You can see similar, like the trapdoors on the floor, the small bits of storage of like salt and fresh water and probably salted meats. You see a room toward the front and then 3 rooms towards the back.
3 rooms towards the back. Presumably, the back rooms are just for like guard.
So the back rooms are. Do you go check them out?
Yeah.
Okay. So the back room, the very back room you see is a brig. It has a large steel box
That's right.
jail.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the magazine and then the sales
I
supplies.
got a sketch of, I think, everything.
Mm-hmm.
I labeled it all.
Right. Okay. Well, that's important. Well, food supplies. Oh, that's right. There's a front part of the hold here. Huh. Well, I think the next step is to convene.
Okay.
That's convenient.
Well, are you going to spend some time in the Admiral's quarters?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see.
Make an investigation check.
My favorite.
See what you find.
Oh. 9.
How
Knowledge
much
from
time are
past
you
life?
spending?
I don't know if I want to use it. I only get...
Here's my question. How much time are you spending?
How much time did it take me to get through the first 4 rooms? Or I guess 3 rooms, because Electrus is locked.
Probably about 5 minutes.
Only 5 minutes? God, hang on. Well, where was that in my investigation? 30 minutes or until I hear something that freaks me out.
Okay, so you can actually have advantage on this check.
Okay. 12.
12. Okay.
Is
So-
it worth it to knowledge from a past life? Because I've only got 2.
It's up to you.
Let's see if we might find something useful. But your call. Ooh!
18. Knowledge from... I will use one of those 2.
I will tell you,
Okay, what's
you
up?
met the DC of something that you previously hadn't.
Nice.
So, as you begin to shuffle through some of these cabinets and the desk, especially the center of the room, you see there are small letters in a drawer. They look to be addressed to Lord Neverwinter. They talk about a ship that has been terrorizing Neverwinter trade ships for several years that has eluded them, known as the Tide Maiden. Tide Maiden, one word. The ship is infamous for their quick and dirty thieving tactics and unscrupulous behavior. The captain of the ship is unknown, but among the consistent individuals aboard the ship that have been seen before, that are of note, I should say, include a white tiefling, a bronze dragonborn, and a sea elf. Additionally, you find in one of the large drawers a false door at the top of the desk, like above where in the inside of the drawer, and you pop it out, and there is a small letter with a red wax seal on it. The red wax seal looks to be arbitrary, and you receive a letter. And that's where we're going to take a break.
Alrighty.
I'm going to wait till we get back then.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. If you've enjoyed this episode, which I know you did, be sure to check us out on both Spotify and YouTube. We post there every Friday around 9 p.m. Eastern Time. You can also follow our Instagram page at Tales of Misfortune Pod and check out the rest of our socials in the description to keep up to date with our posting schedule and get access to all of the cool shit that we do. See you next time.
Oh my god.
Put that music on, bitch. Put that music on.
Oh my god.
Hang on.
Oh my god.